guys, welcome back to a brand new video. It's going to be another episode on Pete's Sierra. So on our last episode, it's been a while since I've done any update on this car because I literally haven't had time to work on it. Kids are on 6 weeks holiday and everything got in the way. But I've got a few hours today and I'm going to try and get it rolling. There's a patch in the floor where this car used to have a roll cage and Pete's cut all the plate out the roll cage, but he's made a small hole in the floor when he cut it out. So he wants me to replace that piece and put a nice little patch in. So I'll put a patch in and I'll make it look like there was not a bit of metal there, you know what I mean? There's no repair there. But to do that, I've got to get it rolling so I can get my welder into the area. So as you can see, we got it all wrapped it in U-pole 2-pack. Did a nice job of that. It looks amazing now. It's a shame I'm not going to be doing the rest of the car because I'd have it that sort of finish again, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I've built up some of the axle now. I'm just going to put the diff in and then I'm going to roll it in place. So I'll just build this up. He's had it powder coated from a local lad. He went for shiny here and this in like a textured finish, and I think it looks really, really nice actually. And he's actually Pete actually cleaned up and painted his diff himself. So well done, Pete. You know what I mean? It's only took you 5 years or whatever to do a bit. So, but no, it looks nice. The lad Chris did a nice job of it. I put the poly bushes back in, and I've bolted it all up. Pete didn't want to go with his zinc coated bolts or anything like that. He didn't want to send them away, get done. So I've just kept them as they are. Give them a little rub down with a wire brush and WD-40 them. I've just built it up loose. It was quite difficult to get this in. I think the axle must have been baked quite a bit when the powder coat went on, and the texture is quite thick, so all the orifices are smaller down, so I had to open them up a little bit with a bit of stud and a couple of nuts and washers. But we're there now, so let's get this diff in, and then we'll tune back in when I'm about to roll it in place. As you see, I'm just about to bolt it up now. Bolted to the car. What I tend to do is put the springs in first. Got on the jack, a couple of blocks of wood. It is sketchy. I've just had to bring the car down off the, you'll notice that the axle stands on blocks of wood. That was sketchy as hell, but it's the only way to be able to work underneath it. I have to get as high as possible. So let's get this mounted and you'll come back to me in a minute. What an absolute pig that was to get on your own. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting old or what, but it's really starting to feel it. But yeah, absolute pig to get up. It's a real shame Pete hasn't had the bolts zinc coated because, like you can see, can't you? So it look dead nice. That maybe it's something he needs to get done in the end. But yeah, there's the axle on. Literally just going to tighten up everything. As I say, I always try and put the springs on before while it's all loose, before I try and tighten everything up, because sometimes it can be an absolute pig trying to get the springs on. Pete still hasn't overhauled the drive shafts, so I'm waiting on them, but I can put all the bearing housings and stubs together because I've put new bearings in the bearing housings. If you can hear someone being noisy, it's that little monkey over there sat there watching me. This is what it's like. 6 weeks holiday, just can't get anything done. Little monkey's watching it. So yeah, so I'll get the bearings rolling and then we can pull it, get off the axle stands, pull it back and get the welder in and weld that piece in the floor. And then Pete can theoretically have it back. Stop it, Jessica. I'm trying to film and you know I am. I've just got to do a few repairs to the doors he wants doing, but I can take the doors off and do that. He can have the shell and get cracking. But it does look nice, doesn't it? I zinc coated all my bolts, didn't I, round my back diff, and it just gives it that little, it's like you're putting jewellery on it. I think once he sees this video, he probably will want to get all the bolts zinc coated, I reckon. But it looks smart compared to what it is. Full flooring, 2 back ends of the chassis rails, axle down, axle all the way, powder coated. He's painted all the diff. He's done a nice job of painting the diff, to be fair, like. And then yeah, we've put 2 brand new bearings in the bearing housings. I've just got them over there covered with a rag, and I'll start building that back up. But it's going to be a nice thing, this, once it's done. I don't know if it'll be done for his wedding, because that was the plan. But he's got a year to get on with it, like. But as I say, it's going to be a nice thing. If I don't do it, no one will they? Do you know what I mean? So, axle's all bolted up. Looks sweet, doesn't it? I've left this as it is. I think Pete wants to paint it black. I'm not sure what sort of angle he's going, but he said he only wanted the boot floor and the side of the chassis rails. I'll be honest, I think this going black would be quite good because the amount of mud it picks up. Plus he needs to take the body kit up and see how bad it is behind the body kit. It looks pretty solid, to be honest. You're going to find a little bit of surface rust, but it looks pretty solid. So put the springs in, axles on, shocks are on. The idea is to get it rolling. I want to try and get it rolling today. The only thing with getting stuff powder coated is, look at this. There's powder coat in all the threads. So I'm going to get my taps out now. I'm going to clean up these threads, ready to put my new wheel bearing that I've just built up. So we're just cleaning the threads out, taking the powder coat out the threads. Otherwise, sometimes you can cross thread the bolts. The bolts sometimes won't even go in. I've had in the past, so it's just easier just to clean the threads up, because these wheel bearing ones I like to lock tight in. So clean the threads up and then we're away, aren't we? Nice little job. Hub axles built up. I replaced the bearings. Pete got a good set of OEM make bearings from Graham Cuddy Racing, so replaced them, pressed them in and out, refurbished, bead blasted these, and I painted them gloss black. Put the bolts in. I always like to Loctite them and a proper swing off them, because this is holding your bearing housing, isn't it? I can't for the love of God of me remember if I need a left hand side stub axle for the driver's side or a right hand side sub axle, but I'll work it out. I think I'm just a bit brain dead. Who's this? Hello, Susan. Can I help you? So as you can see now, we got the wheel bearings built up. They're on. I always Loctite these bolts. Stub shaft slipped in, and then these nuts. You have the right hand side on the driver's side, left hand side thread on the passenger side. I did have to look that up, only because I couldn't remember. It's been that long since I've stripped one down. Looks real nice, doesn't it? You know, it's a bit all stripped down, but it would look really, really pretty with some zinc coated bolts, Pete. So if you're watching this video, it might be worth a shout. So I'm literally just going to get it bolted up so I can get it rolling. As I said earlier, I've got to do a small plate on the driver's floor, and then both the doors are coming off, and I'll be keeping the doors because I've got a couple of repairs to the doors to do. But Pete can have the shell back. So let's get this rolling and let's get it back on the floor. Right? Props all built up, bolted up, just so it'll make it easy to roll. Can't put the calipers on because Pete's got the calipers and he's refurbing it. That's why I can't put all the brake lines in, so I've just left them out. I'm guessing Pete will probably have me building most of the brake lines up, but I can do all that stuff at his house. That's not a problem. So let's get this bolted up and let's get this machine rolling.
All two motors, please, like and describe. So notice always the sky. All two motors, please, like and describe.